Alright, hello again everybody. We are about to start episode 6 of our Satisfactory Playthrough. So yesterday we finished phase 2, completed our delivery to the space elevator, which just unlocked a lot of cool stuff. And see, there's trains, Mark 3 logistics. See what else we got. Oil processing, jetpacks, petroleum power, a lot of good stuff opening up for us now. And Shrimp just found some magnetic control rods. It's a little odd. Alright. We were doing a little bit of research on like quartz and sulfur and stuff, so we're definitely going to need plastic and computers. So I really want the Explorer. I'm very interested in that. Yeah, that's going to be plastic as well. Alright, so I don't know, I feel like everything is kind of sending me toward oil refinery. We built ourselves a decent factory. We got room to make several sections. There's Foreman just wandering around. What's up, little man? Well, that Shrimps, he followed me. Maybe Foreman is still on the roof. Yeah, there he is. Just surveying the land. Oh, very nice. All right. All right, so it feels like there's a lot of things we could do right now. I've got this one goal still up because I just want to complete everything in tier 4. I mean, oil processing, so we'd have to make motors, which I believe that we can do. It's like stators and a pipe or something, I can't remember. But I mean, a jetpack would be super cool. We're still going to need motors. Oil processing shouldn't be hard for us to get. And then from there, we'll need like plastics and rubbers. So it's definitely going to... Rubbers. We will need plastic and rubber. All right. So like at least the first two will be pretty easy to get. Like, I'm really gonna have to up the steel production. That is a huge kink in everything right now. All right. So here's the deal. To increase the steel production, let's just head out there. But I think the best thing to do is going to be to create more coal generators somewhere else. That way we're not splitting the coal between our generator and our actual coal function. But I do know that we've got 75 coal being used over there. And we got a 240 coal output. So let's just get the calculator. 240 minus the 75 is 165. And I think these use 45 coal apiece. So we got 90. These use 60 coal apiece. So yeah, okay. So I changed this, you know, to optimize the 120 coal coming up here. But theoretically, there is another 45 coal just kind of being lost. Like, I bet if we head down this way, yeah, see our machine is in standby. You know, that just means it's just holding coal in the buffer. So it's possible that we could build another foundry up here for steel beams, because that is the hang up right now. So I think this is pipes. Oh, this isn't even hooked up. So that is pipes. I just never hooked up the no, not thumbs up. That's not good. All right. Let's see, change our... Are you not in line? Alright, so... all the pipes from this one are headed that way. Alright. And like I was saying, theoretically, I could, you know, there's 45 more coal, and that's enough for a foundry that's not overclocked. And I mean, I could overclock the miner. Some more rotors, but I can overclock the miner, get like 45 more metal out of it, I'm sure. I think all of this is being used. But oh, there's the other one. I was like, there should be another one. 60 coal. So these aren't even overclocked, these are just Mark IIs. Yeah, so I don't think it would be a problem at all. We'd have to upgrade our conveyor belt, but I don't think it'd be a problem at all to send a little more iron this way. So I just need some rotors. I don't know, I'll just pick up some random supplies. Let's see. Maybe this one is rotors. Alright. Got 100 rotors. We got some frames. We've got some reinforced plates. Let's give it a shot. I mean, theoretically that should work nicely. Oh, this one is overclocked because it's copied. I was like, what's going on? Alright, 45 iron, 45 coal. That'll make 45 steel. If we want to make steel beams, we need 60 steel a minute. But, I mean, we could run it, you know, a little bit less than optimized, I suppose. Just to get more steel going. Alright. So alright. That's the coal. Like I said, hopefully I can do this without messing that up. Like I said, that's a line of 120, but it's only uses 75, so it should back up and send. Well, this line can only carry 120. And I would actually need the steel beams to make this line a Mark III. And then it would carry enough. I mean, technically it would carry all of all the coal out of that. But, I mean, you know, very possible to overclock it or what have you. Let's actually check on our power grid. Huh. That was odd that it dropped. I wonder what's going on. I think that was too soon for our new foundry to be causing a problem. Yeah, this may just be a situation where we just start overclocking everything and upgrading. I mean, why not? That's what you do when you need more resources, right? So that's an extra 30. So if we did that, that would give us 120 a minute, would allow us to overclock this thing to 60, which is what it needs to be optimized for more steel beams. Just set that at 60. Alright, so I'm just going to come in somewhere and maybe right here and grab, no, not that, this. We'll grab some more coal. Alright, everything in here is a little bit tight. Alright. Let's see. There we go, that lines up. What's this? No. That'll work. I say it'll work. I don't know if that's gonna help us. I mean, it's kind of a weird angle too. No, I don't think that really improved much of anything. Wait, I don't think this is necessary. Alright. Idea time. So we come from here, and then we just start double stacking. That way, we get that iron up higher. And then we'll probably just come in here, and we'll hook back up. Keeps getting that thing. I want the splitter. Alright. That'll grab the splitter. Might just kill everything real quick. Alright. Might as well go ahead and run a Mark II. Don't keep this straight setting on. Place this power pole right where the conveyor is going to be. Alright, that will get us, and this is a Mark II. I mean, that will give us what we need. Missing steel beam. That's exactly why we're doing this. Alright. What's the steel beams? Oh, well, we got a couple stacks since I turned off the versatile frame network. But you can see we need 2,500 of those. That's a network. Versatile frameworks. Alright. I mean, that is what I need to finish this off. But right now, it's more important to be carrying more coal up here. This right here is already a Mark III. This is producing 240. I mean, like I said, technically that should be fine. It's 240 minus the 75. 240 minus the 75 minus another 100. Well, that's going to give us the 45, and I forgot that we overclocked it. So we actually need like just 15 more. but I could overclock it further, just so nothing shorts out. I would say I could probably end up making more generators too, but I'm talking about moving those generators anyway. I mean, that seems... you know, really high. If all of the 180 plus 75 is just 255. I mean, let's just go like 260. Save on the power grid a little bit. Alright, we still have a good bit of okay. We still have a good bit of steel beams, so move that way. Alright. Alright, now we got that on. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on, I believe it was this machine. You know what though, I am just gonna go ahead and take these. And then all I have to do is run a belt to here. And that'll get that going again. How many beams does this use? It uses 30 per minute. What are we making? Probably just 15, right? Because I think that's all we can get. Oh no, we're about to dive deep into overclocking a lot. Okay. Alright, so we need to double this output. And then I'm keeping these beams over here just for construction purposes. But we need to make, you know, we got a huge number of versatile frameworks we need to make. 2,500, we only need like 500 of these motors and, I don't know, the ACUs, I forget, adaptive control unit, something like that. Just call them ACUs. Okay. So, I mean, just to make 5 per minute, we need 30 steel beams, which means we've got to double this production. Also, this was going to make encased beams, so... okay. What would be this thing's max overclock? 37.5. So, not a whole lot extra. Alright, let's cut this down to 30. Alright, we need 120 steel per minute. So that's just gonna double this. Alright, and now we need 90 coal and 90 iron. So I can tell you for sure we're going to need Mark III upgrades here. Oh, wait. No, not there. We need it on the lower This one is fine. That straight conveyor is a little odd. Okay, so this needs a Mark III. Oh, well, it probably just need a Mark II. I got confused because I thought we were. That looks good though, doesn't it? That play rate is nice. Okay, I got confused because I thought we were coming off the one that we were running 2 foundry slots. So, I mean, that's not so bad. We just overclocked this. Now we got 90 ore coming through here. That's doing 120. Right, which is feeding 2 at 60. There's 60 here. Alright, so this is making pipes. And I believe this is already optimized. So we're just making a ton of pipes. But because I need to turn our encased beam stuff back on, what I'm thinking about doing is I put this splitter in here, but you know, this is going too slow already. Alright, are we getting everything we need here? This looks good. It's producing 90 a minute. This needs 120, so no, it's not good. And it's not going to do 120, it'll do 112. Alright, let's see. So just to run this thing, it's actually going to take 2 separate foundries. This thing's just being a straight up pain. Alright. I mean, you know, it's doable for sure. I think we've got, I mean, it seems like we've got enough coal and everything to take care of it. We got, well, these are impure iron ores, but we've got 2 of them, so I mean, we can overclock them. We got Mark IIs. Matt can even put Mark IIIs down if we need it. We could probably put a Mark III on the pure coal node down there. I'm going to have to rework some stuff. It's already weird that I'm making beams here and beams down there. Trying to make encased beams here. Alright, so if it's going to take 2, we might split this. See, let's take a look at this machine. Alright, this only wants 18. So we can make 30, leaving 12 if we were to hook it to there. This thing needs 30, so we'd only need another 28 And we can do that here. So this is not what I was planning on getting into, but if we double it, we've got the 30. It's a little bit more than we need. So, you know, theoretically we would eventually get a little bit of backup or some extras. Alright, but if this is going to do 30, or technically... Oh, right. So we already discovered we can't get 120 out of this machine. So we are going to have to kind of band the two machines together, which is fine. I can do encased beams, have a few extra. I think that's how we're going to do it. Alright. Alright, so this machine will get its 18. We'll have 12, so this machine will have to make 28. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I mean, we can make the 30, right? No, we can't. Okay. Well, what happens if I need to make... Well, I keep saying 28. It's 18. We only need 18 extra. Well, actually, this one's not making 30. Hold on, I gotta get myself straight here. Okay. 90 per minute is what we can do. So let's just take that out entirely. Alright, 22.5. And another 22.5 is 45. So, like 30 plus 18 is 48. It's testing me. Alright, this thing is also doing pipes. But those pipes are being used to make stators at the other base. So these pipes are currently not being used for anything, which means this could be swapped, the beams. Alright. So let's say both of these, we just use these to make 15 and 15. Which will provide the 30 for that. And then this will provide for this. I don't know, we got a nice straight line here, but take this, just remove it. We'll just put it past that. It's probably fun. So it'll feed this machine, and then its remainder will go into storage. And I think that'll be just fine. It's also completely not necessary to upgrade this, but it pains me to look at the super slow conveyor. I don't know, it just feels better. Alright. I think we're on track now. And I'll just route a little conveyor through here and right there. Okay, so now what we need to do is get all of this straight. $90 ore going in here, but we only need 60, so let's back that down. Alright, and that just averages everything else out to 60 as well, which is convenient. So we need, right, so we need 60 coal. So all these might be on the same settings now. This one's doing 90. Okay, and I mean that is necessary. So if we got 2 at 60 and 1 at 90, that's 210. And then we've got 75 that way, so 285. We probably don't have Mark IIIs yet, no, so we are going to have to overclock. Okay, let's do 300. See how this goes. .1 introduced a new little thing that's a conveyor throughput meter. That might be really cool in this spot right here. We know the coal is, for the generators, isn't going to be interrupted. Alright. And just ride the belts. We don't want to get put on the list. Alright. So all of the iron in these two is coming off the closer node. So 60 and 60, 120. It should be pretty straightforward. Yep, going fine. And then this one is 90. And it's only being fed from over here. So that's fine. .36 concrete. Okay, so we're making 15 concrete. Is this a Mark 1? Yes. Let's just upgrade that. Now we're outputting 60, so we can overclock this. So we're actually going to need, I've forgotten, 36? I feel like these just have odd outputs, just to be a pain. Alright, 36. 30. 36. So that needs 108. Concrete, 36 concrete, or limestone concrete. And I mean, that Mark 1 is doing fine. It's totally backed up even with the 36 concrete. Yeah, so whatever. You know, I talk about push generators, but I mean, that coal definitely has a lot of potential, so maybe we don't even have to. That's 15, meh. And that's 15. Looks like that's not, this thing isn't getting fed properly, maybe. Okay. Oh. Okay, so there's a splitter here. This needs 60. This needs 30. So this thing also needs to be overclocked to 90. Okay. 90 and 60 is 150 iron, and it's going to be 150 coal. Alright, so it is going to max out that iron right there. Alright, we got, what, 3 foundries? 2 are at 90, so that's 180 coal. 1 is at 60, so 340. And we know that our, right now our max on our coal is 360, so it looks like we weren't even, you know, immediately it's like, that's way too much, but it looks like that is gonna, it's gonna be pretty good, really. I'm just gonna bump it all the way up. Ah! Okay. No, but here's a problem. Maybe. We got 2 that need 90, 1 that needs 60. Okay, no, that's only 240 coal that's running up there for all 3 of them, and our Mark III runs 270 resources, which is probably why we're getting a little bit of spacing here, because it's just actually faster than our coal's being brought up here. And I guess every time it takes coal for that direction, that's kind of when we get a gap, because they are moving at 2 very different rates. The 360 minus the 70, 360 minus the 75 for the generators is 285. So, alright, that should fix our steel beam problem. Hopefully, right? let's take those pipes, and I'm actually going to keep a stack. No, I already had several stacks. Okay. Now I finally have some beams as well. Those pipes. I think before I get too tied up here, what I want to do I don't think I really need all that. I just want to run a line, and I'm gonna put it on these conveyor poles so I can walk under it, just in case. And then thinking about how to connect these. I could just run a conveyor from here to the back of here and then run it all out that one, which is a little silly, but I don't hate it. Why is it going that way though? Yeah. It seems a little more straightforward to put a splitter up here somehow. I don't really want to block up this area. So, I don't know, like, this front to back container system seems like a pretty good bet. And then I can just run it out and down there. I could even put a, another one of these, say, here, if I just really wanted to. I could even make that one twice as tall. Honestly, I don't really see a good enough reason not to do that. Even if it is a little bit odd, maybe. All right. I'm just thinking if I overclock this thing, because this thing's going a little bit slow, because it's not directly feeding into. It's not directly feeding. Or what I'm saying is it's not making this a priority. So this needs 18, but it's actually only getting half. So it's getting like not even 12, 11, and a quarter a minute. Because one's going that way, one's going that way. And when that fills up, which will be a very long time from now, it'll balance out. Man, it's hard to say. Let's see. This machine is fed off here, but I mean, all that can be changed. I mean, I think we could do it. It's 90, 90, and 60 right now, right? Oh, maybe it's 90 on this side. So producing 360 coal. Let's subtract the 75 from the generator. Those two are 60, was that right? That'd be 120. And then, I mean, 112.5. That would leave like 50 coal. So, I mean. Okay, no. See, that's 90. This is 90. Alright, so it only leave about 20 coal, which is still, I mean, we're still doing fine. Alright, so let's overclock this completely. I don't think it's gonna run out of coal. We need 112 iron per minute from this far line. We're doing 90. Or we're doing 120. I mean, you know, we could do, let's just do it. Whatever. It's a Mark II belt. Perfect. Alright. Mark II belts up there. Putting out 150 ore, which it probably actually needs, which means we probably need to upgrade that to a Mark III belt. For 90 and 60. So let's go ahead and do that. Mark III belt there. We'll change that to a Mark III lift. Well, actually, a Mark II lift right there would probably be fine. And this is a Mark II would be fine because, you know, that's moving 120, and it only, the machine itself only needs 90 or even 60. So technically, that stuff could be Mark II. This machine is 90. So Mark IIs are necessary. But everything from here, because the Mark II only carries 120 resources, everything from here needs to be Mark III. I'm gonna admit, I think I'm lost. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm just gonna Mark III both of these, but I'm pretty sure that was the one that was supposed to be that way. Once I got in here, I got so turned around, forgot what I was doing. Okay. But we're certainly moving the resources now. Let's get all this steel production actually moving at a decent clip. I'm gonna leave this because it's backed up, so no worries. Okay. Okay. Per minute. I mean, it looks like it's going on and it needs 2.5. I think it's just not had steel in so long. 3.75 plates, 15 rods. So it's probably getting 15 rods. So I'm pretty sure that is what the constructor makes. But it's also being split 3 ways. Apparently it makes 10 rods. Okay. That's 15 rods. That's 15 rods. 30 rods. This is using 10. This is using 10, so we have 10 rods left. So there's 10 rods going to that machine. So we just need another 5 rods. Which I mean, honestly shouldn't be too bad. Let's just overclock that one to make 20. So this is using 20 ingots. Now imagine this one is using 15, is what it looked like. Alright, so 35 ingots coming from here. And we're probably gonna be short one power shard. Right, so 35 is 65, and we're doing 60 here, but that's a Mark 1, it looks like. So just upgrade that to Mark 2. Now we got no problems. We don't have to upgrade, because now it's spitting out 120, so we're going to be nowhere near utilizing that. Which, you know, I guess we could. Alright, so now, it's like, if that one was putting out 60 and this one was putting out 60, but now this is putting out 120, technically, we could come right here and feed all of that without needing that miner. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Probably going to get a little bit more hard up for iron and stuff, which may never happen. I'll worry about that. Okay. So really that's all we needed, was to make that faster, to move more than 60. These would have been fine, but just upgraded them anyway. I'm going to leave all that. All this stuff is so backed up. There it is. Huh. Well, it came right back on. That's interesting. Did see that we dropped under 750, which means something weird might be going on at the coal generators. So let's go check that out. Everything looks fine there. Everything looks okay up top. Oh, nope. Usually, with these things being up above you, I'll just walk this way. Usually they don't pick you up. I mean, this is stable. There's 10 of them. They're making 75 watts a piece. It's 750, so we should have never dropped below the production of 750. That extra is coming from biomass, which, I mean, is not great. Yeah, we're still running that, but I mean, it's not hurting anything. So so we're using 71.4, compacted coal. Which means we don't have enough to run another generator here. Which is fine. We may experience, you know, a little trouble. I mean, probably like overclocking a lot of machines and stuff. You know, it's filling up hoppers and things like that, and other machines are kicking on for the first time in a little while. So there's a good chance that's where the power problems are coming from. I mean, a lot of our like original machines are probably full, and we're not really that active. Okay, well this must be full, yeah. Whoop. No, whatever. All right. Probably just hypertube back. Traveling at the speed of tube. Alright, so I know motors and plastics and things were a big part. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. I'm gonna drop 200 beams into the hub when I get up here. I don't have manufacturers yet, but I don't think that's necessary for motors.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The blueprint designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
Oh, just this kid. Alright, so we are really pushing the power grid here. Alright. Motors. Okay. So motors is definitely the thing, but you know, we're struggling with a power grid, and we just finally got our steel working really well. So let's see, I'm gonna make a handful of miners, and we're just gonna go make some more sorry, miners are gonna be in the equipment shop. We're gonna make some more coal generators. Maybe even like eventually get rid of the ones that we have and just, you know, yeah, this isn't gonna do. A dozen of these portable miners should be plenty, or we can go with 13, whatever. Sorry, my dog's having a little allergy thing. Where am I? Okay. I don't know how many inverters I might need. grab some cable and some concrete. I just have to disconnect my awesome sink if it comes down to it. I was just trying to get rid of some stuff out of my inventory. What's this? This is wire. Wait, 1500? Let's go 2000 wire. That's gonna be concrete right there. Couple thousand concrete. And what, this is taking all my cables to make stators. So I'm producing 30 cables a minute. We're making stators. We're using 50 cable a minute. Okay. Which, I mean, that's really whatever. We could probably actually just turn this machine off. But for stators, let's see. For motors, we need stators and rotors. So that might be, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I could turn this machine off. Route the stators to another machine. Route the rotors across. And then we'd still have the exact same power issues we're having now. So, let's see. Let's just flip this machine off. You know, we can flip this one off too. And honestly, I can flip my awesome sink over here off. Alright. I mean, jetpacks are cool, but I feel like we need oil processing more than a jetpack. Doesn't mean one would be running a jetpack off solid fuel or something. Alright, and this one will need steel pipes and stators. Oh, because I was like, no, it needed rotors. Alright. Not. Alright, 10 rotors per minute, 10 stators per minute. 5 stators. I'm not going to worry about optimizing this right now because I've already got problems. Okay. Rotors here. Alright. These little holes, we can put them anywhere, but the fun of overclocking. No. I mean, honestly, I'll probably turn this on and won't be able to keep it running. That seems, you know, extremely likely right now. So this really needs to switch over at some point. So if we're going to cross it over, we could bring it, say, way up here like that. And then what I'd probably do is just do it there, whoops, instead of there. But of course, I think if we do it like right here, we kind of have other problems, but looks like this really isn't a priority when the power won't stay on. But it happens to be what I'm thinking about right now. Alright. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Alright, so no. That's acceptable. Oh, that's probably just going to cause more problems because turning that on is going to hurt a lot of these other machines on that would probably just be sitting idle. So it's a good thing I didn't turn it on, huh? All right. Actually, I'm gonna leave the tractor because what I want to do is build a chain of power towers. Up there probably would be a good spot. Wire's too long. The only reason that surface is too uneven is because we are too low. We got an even better idea. I'm just carrying this because I don't know. Oh, it is freaking me out though. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it. I don't know, we'll just figure it out. Just tweaking my eyes out. Alright. So let's put that thing. I'm gonna turn it so that it's easier to zip line across. Okay. So we'll probably just, you know, put this one kind of right by this canyon, which will be great. I'm gonna move out, you know, expand this way eventually. Alright. Where are you? Let's just cross this canyon. A nice power line. And I'm actually gonna just use that to zip on over. I got that. Actually, there's a power slug there, there, and there, so I'll have to fight some little beasties for it, but that's okay. Alright. I have no idea if that hit him. I mean, it kind of acts like it did. Must have. Whoop. This would be a nice place to get punted off of, you know, off a cliff by one of those hogs. We might can settle that pole a little bit better than that. Now that we're across. There's a sphere over there. More power slugs. Alright. Since we're here, we can see a little better now. Wrong. Aim up high. I mean, that feels situated pretty decent. I mean, maybe it's slightly off the cliff, maybe a little more than slightly. I'll use the hologram for this. Yeah. And I'm doing this way because I pretty well know where I'm going. It'd be nice if it was sitting right there. Too long. You know, since that's kind of a nice little roadway, I'm gonna stick it on the side right here. And it looks like I'm going to still need more steel. So let's do that. That's kind of why I wanted to bring the tractor so I could move around a little faster. But it's kind of hard to run a power line and ride a tractor at the same time. Yeah. Carrot chip. Taste beams. I don't know. I just have a feeling I might need some. We can make crystal oscillators by hand. Interesting. That would get us the scout. Or the explorer, not the scout. The little dune buggy. Okay. This is by no means my favorite mode of transportation, but it'll work. No, that guy right there looks pretty messed up. It's big time from just floating. Come on. I don't actually want to fight with you right now. I'm very busy. Oh. Cool. What I'm gonna try to do is just see if I can put it, yeah, like right here. How much further can we go with it? Not much. What's that power slug at? No, we might even have room in our inventory for a power slug. No. Well, I really don't need these, do I? Oh, well, it seems our power is on. That's good. Kind of wondered if it shut off again and I didn't notice. Alright, so that area way down there is where I want to build more coal generators. So place this here. See if I can't get another one down there. That's a good spot right there. Alright. I was wondering what was making that noise. See, this is why, I was talking about, like, kind of keeping them straight, because when they bend like that, you'll usually just fall off. And in that case, you'd probably just go sailing down in here. Which, honestly, I mean, I know there's going to be... You know what? Oh, well, I thought it would taken some damage from the explosion. Where is he? Alright. Power slow up. Well, looks like we just got a new follower. We just completed our goal for 10 followers. Thank you, Tracy. Wait, Tracy draws? That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna have all kind of little baddies. There's one. Okay, well, we've got water. There's gonna be coal right up in here. What do we have? Normal. Normal. And there's gonna be sulfur just down. Hmm. It might be back. Might be down just a little more that way, but it's close enough. Somewhere over here, perhaps. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a minute. Just a whole place full of poison gas. All right. So what I want to do right now is just kind of secure this little area. This is going to be more coal here. Ooh, it's blue. Really, we should pick these things back up. There's a little bit of comedic value in not being able to, though. Alright. Oh, there's two of them. Oh. Okay. No, it's a normal coal node. I thought, you know, maybe it'd be a little better since they put an obstacle on it. Okay. All right. Oh, hello. Maybe we'll put him in charge of our power plant out here. Okay, so we've got a ton of coal, and I was saying there's some sulfur close. Hmm, 450 meters, maybe a little further than I thought. 750. I remember it being like... Maybe I just remember it wrong. Yeah, because that's still pretty far. Alright, let's get some coal generators running, and then we'll worry about changing it over. But like this whole area right here is gonna take a minute. What do I need for smokeless powder? I need to work on that. Just getting explosive rebar would be very good. I'm gonna say, not seeing a poison visual is definitely gonna be luring me into a false sense of security here. Okay. So we could run it back the way we came through there. Or just, so like down through there, or up here. Doesn't too much matter. Oh, not enough space.